Get some shine with me. Get some shine with me. Boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. It's your morning motivation time. I'm your host with the mostest, Marky Saint. This is Saint's Addiction. This is See You No Evil Jesus with a little bit of yesterday's Chipotle. Yesterday's Chipotle on my things. And as immediately as I start, you already know the energy. You already know the energy inside of me, inside of you, inside of everything. There's energy. And this morning, we're going to talk about false idols. We're going to talk about the fake. And we're talking real over fake real quick. It's one of our Saints Anarchy shirts, to flip things, We're flipping these things that we consider idols and calling them false. And it's very weird, I finally got closure. Finally got an email from my ex. She finally said, the thing Chuck, was crazy about you was you spoke so eloquently about mental health, yet you're chaos, or something to that effect. I didn't memorize it, and this is verbatim. This isn't verbatim. This isn't like I just read the email and I'm regurgitating it. But what I'm saying is I finally got contact with a woman that I was going to have a baby with. Thought I was going to marry. And then she tells me I'm a false idol. So here it goes. Your boy called it Saints Addiction for a reason, bro. Thank you for the energy. I got to get away from the traffic. It's just too loud for me in the mornings. I'm going to go to a different part of the park. At least there's some people in here. But I just can't do all the multitudes of semis going past me while I'm trying to speak clearly. Just trying to have a nice little slow walk. I'm sore this morning. Hitting the gym last night. Oh, yeah. And turns out I'm not packaged correctly, right? Saint, but apparently with the word addiction on my shirt didn't identify myself properly. I mean, I literally set up a brand called Mostly Saint to prove that I'm almost a saint. Just because I was born with the last name doesn't make me perfect. And I'm the only one that's a narcissist working on his ego. I'm the only one calling out my own bullshit, I'm watching the interview yesterday and the guy couldn't even admit it. He was watching interview Kanye West. He's like, who do you have that you trust to call you out on your bullshit? And then he said, something like, what's my bullshit? And he's like, I was just talking to you about it. And then he was trying to explain. He said, your dad was right. Now, me personally, don't be talking about my dad. You don't know me. You're just an interviewer. You're trying to get clickbait. The moment you reference my father is the moment you reference my abuser. And that's what happened when you're looking at what I posted this morning about the abusers. How dare you tell people the truth about me? Well, that's why I said you don't want to meet your heroes, dude, because the truth about your heroes is that Junior Seau did steroids, and Michael Jackson did children, and all these people that we idolize, right? Just like when Eminem was saying, I'm not raising your kids, bro. Don't make me into the hero. I'm the anti-hero. That's what my whole brand's about, is to say, as hard as I've worked traveling the world or working on my body and working on my mind, it still goes to show that whatever happened in my childhood and your childhood makes you kind of who you are. We hide behind cars. We hide behind houses. You know what I'm saying? We hide. But the truth shall set you free. And that's what I wanted it to be, the truth. And when you're speaking the truth to yourself, of course there'd be an airplane going over right now, trying to get away from all these humans, trying to get away from all this noise and speak the truth. People don't want to hear the truth. Oh, I need to go this way. People don't want to hear the truth at all. They want to judge. They want to leer. They want to pretend like everything's going to be perfect. And the truth is there is no perfect. We are all perfectly imperfect. And that's something that I've come to terms with and made my brand with, and say, sure, I can speak eloquently about mental health, but doesn't always mean my mental health has been healthy. My whole life I've had to battle depression multiple times, multiple issues with prison. She counted it out, and it was so shitty of a person to point it out. Like, I haven't been in prison in a long time, like over 10 years. I haven't been arrested over anything. I haven't actually done anything serious. Like, you can't catch me since 2001, right? Right after September 11th is like my biggest issue. And that's what ended up happening with my life, is I had to get away from my bad habits. I get no accolades for not being on cocaine anymore. I get no accolades for being, celibate, and not banging a bunch of hoes and getting wasted and having random sex with random strangers again, because that could have easily been my life, right? Like, I could easily choose that path of not figuring myself out and not calling myself out and not making it happen. Look at this guard dog. Guard dog. Guard dog. Two guard dogs. Too cute. Two guard dogs sunbathing. Dogs on shirts, okay? So anyway, here's what happened is, when we're talking about psychology, you got to realize that even us as psychologists, the reason most of us went into this field is because of the mental illness. It's because of all the change that we've seen, trying to figure out my mother last night, going through all day nicotine fit, talking about, I'm gonna smoke inside. And I'm like, you're gonna give everybody cancer. I don't care. You're gonna have to make arrangements. Okay, I'll make arrangements, but you'll die alone. You will have officially pissed off everybody in your bad attitude way, started a fight where there wasn't none. Everybody was chill till you wanted to get your way. And you did an abusive tactic. You tried to intimidate me. You tried to punk me because I didn't want to be around your cigarette smoke. And I said, where do you think I learned it from? Arguing with my mom. Where do you think I learned it from, bro? Got it from you. I'm the better version of you. I'm the stronger male version of you that's more stubborn because I'm a Taurus and not a Scorpio. And I don't do that Scorpio shit. It's Scorpion season. Get ready to get bit, bro. Because these people, Scorpios, airplanes, fucking, what else? People, we in this to win this. Like, rest assured, all of us, we in this. And it's so weird to have people judge. It's like, oh, I thought you were a pastor. Yeah, but you're a fucking, what's the word called? A polygamist. Like, so weird. Oh, well, it's okay. I'm in Utah. I get to sleep with my 12-year-old bride. So weird. I'm calling out weird behavior. I'm calling out the dichotomy of people. There's so many people that want to sit there and pretend that it's all perfect, but nobody's perfect. And nobody wants to work on each other. Woke up this morning, homegirl, hairstylist, which is one of those hairstylists, a flight attendant, a bottle server, one of these positions that are in, they're nurse, they high sex turnover. They don't have boyfriends, they don't have significant others, and they're desperately working out and putting on the fake eyelashes, and she's still overweight, still getting old, but she mad because men are going overseas to get away from women like her. And they're all in the feed going like, that's bullshit. I hope you enjoy your bought bride. Da-da-da-da-da-da. It's not a bought bride. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for a Filipino girl. It's an opportunity for a Thailand girl. It's an opportunity for anybody that's not an American to get the fuck out of Dodge and marry somebody above them. Hypergamy exists on women around the world, but the women here on this side of the world want more. They want you to risk marriage that can be divorced. I was dating someone who already had a divorce. Like, it was a 75% chance that we would get divorced. And no wonder why our relationship didn't work, because she brought that bullshit to our new shit. And she didn't want to acknowledge that. No way was she, oh man, she mentioned working on her anger, but she didn't mention how she stonewalled me, called me names, started abusing me verbally, and playing games. No, she didn't want to go there. It was just, I'm glad you're working on you, and I know how hard that work is, and the family trauma and all that shit. It's like, you didn't work with me, and that's what women aren't getting. You got to work with somebody. It's not just make your man a sandwich. It's keep your team alive. People don't get that. They're like, what are you talking about? Well, if I go out there for 8 hours and I come back and I don't have a support system, then I'm competing with you. That's what these girls don't get. They're like, well, if I can take care of myself, then I'm competing with you. Welcome to the manosphere. The manosphere is will fuck your whole world up, because now you're being treated like a competitor. If I have to go for the job and you got to go for the job, I'm not trying to check you out. I'm not trying to ask you out. I'm trying to beat you, dude. And if you are totally take care of yourself and you're a total boss babe, then you're my competition. And then you don't compliment me, you compete against me. And you wonder why men ain't interested in women that behave that way. They're confused by the situation. Let these cars go by. Too loud for me. Like, how am I always in this back street where there's nobody, and then all of a sudden there's like 3 cars and I'm on the edge of town? I really don't understand it. Or the flyover, anyway. Trying to get to a quiet place. And that's what we want from our women, is some peace. Nobody wants to be, they want to give you a peace, but they don't want to give you peace. And that's something that none of us are helping each other. We're not complimenting each other's schedules. We're not complimenting each other's competitiveness. We're actually just competing against each other. And when you do that, you end up not being in love, but it being in, I'm gonna fuck cross this street. This motherfucker just pulled out. Look, nobody's here, and this motherfucker just pulled out. Like, how is that possible? I really don't know. But some people's kids, bro. And that's where we are right now in this world. We're in this world where you are competitive for money. You want to earn a certain amount of income so that way you can date up, right? And what's weird and girls don't understand is, in the world, the same amount of income that I'm making is 35 times as much in Thailand. Believe it or not, dude. Another one. Where are you fuckers coming from? I'm gonna go inside here so I don't have to hear people. I try to get inside the houses so it's nice and quiet instead of this main drag road here. Look, there's nothing here. Like, I'm literally in the edge of town. But as soon as I start the show, you already know the energy. So the energy is to be complimentary, bro. That's the energy. You need to find a teammate. All of you guys have high requirements for your teammate, and you end up not selecting anybody. Does that make any sense to anyone? That you can be so precious that you're never selected? What just happened? Well, shit, I just wanted to party with my girlfriends and wear slutty outfits and fuck guys, let's get drunk. The irresponsibility is there. You're literally drinking away your age, drinking away your eggs, and drinking away your beauty. And that's what all women want. They want to have all of it like an animal. I want to have it all. I want to have my playtime and my marriage time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the two of the things don't coincide. Most of us can't get our cake and eat it too, but everyone's looking for the same thing. I want to be able to do what I want to do, but have somebody involved that fits perfectly, but I don't want to have to earn anything. And that's what I was like, wow, bitch, you just broke up a marriage. You just killed a child, and then you're going to put it on me talking about my inconsistencies. It's like, where's the mirror here? I already was saying I'm not perfect. And she was like, well, let me just date this bearded guy that has a YouTube channel who's an influencer. She kept calling me an influencer. It's like, I never considered myself an influencer. This is just beauty. This is just beauty. Wow. This is absolutely gorgeous. There's a bee in there too. I don't blame you, bee. I don't blame you. Gorgeous. Life is gorgeous, bro. Life is gorgeous. And the energy we put between ourselves is the gorgeous part. It's not that I expected someone to fit perfectly. I expected to chisel away the puzzle piece so it would fit me. Does that not make sense? It's a yip yip dogs, bro. There it is. There it is. Okay. So, you know, everybody, it's almost like expecting, shut up. expecting a college degree without working for it. You cannot expect a relationship without having to work for it. You can't expect respect without having to earn it. This is a new one. Just ice cream on the street. Okay. And that's the real. Everybody wants somebody to just show up and be an NBA athlete and 6 feet tall and earn all this money and not cheat on them and be perfect for them and be aligned with them religiously, spiritually, and physically. To do all of that requires work. And that's what kind of generation we're on. We're on people that don't work, unemployed, dependent on someone else, totally pretending like they got their shit together and expecting someone to show up to have their shit together. So let me get this straight. You just got divorced. You got anger issues. But when you come up to me, you don't want to talk about your anger issues or your divorce. You don't want to talk about your ability to quit relationships, right? You don't want to talk about your inability to finish what you started. And you don't want to take accountability for the decisions that you made. I have another email to come back here. I'm kind of done with it, but I have questions to ask. Like, why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? Like, you didn't have to come back. When I first met this chick, she literally left my house crying. And I was like, something's imbalanced here. Something's not right in my heart of hearts. Now, I'm sitting here beating myself up, right? I'm like, man, this is man, Mark, you're so abusive, da-da-da-da. Bing, start doing my mushrooms. Bing, start getting a thought. And I'm like, wait, hold up. I didn't beat any of my exes. I have never had anybody cower to me, flinch because of me. That was all in my father's line. Now, when it came to control and power in a situation like my children, I fought my tooth and nails off. I acted out. I was in panic. I'm like, you're trying to kill a baby. Like, it's not going to be a polite conversation. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to kill my baby. I'm even more of like, I'm going to control this situation right now. Now, I had no control over me, had no control over the situation, no control over her, and therefore, I don't have a child. I don't have a wife, and I don't have a relationship with this person anymore. Now, they could probably watch this, and I'm grateful that she even emailed me back, but it was childish for her not to email me back in the first place. You're like, you almost had my baby. You're asking me about alimony and social security numbers, but you won't even respond to an email. That's the imbalance. We are asking more than we are giving. And people are just like, I keep telling them give over take, another Stance Anarchy saying, but like, you got to give more. That's what it is. Nobody wants to do that. Look at that dogger mom, Duber mom. Nobody wants to give more. They want to take more. They want to take more resources than they provide. They want to take more energy than they give. They want somebody to be completely obsessed with them, like all their photos, again, fit their lifestyle, be there with the Halloween costumes, be there for the mental support. But as soon as it was time for me to have mental support, I had zero. I had somebody calling me names. I had somebody disrespecting me, and I had somebody killing my baby. So I'm like, how do you want me to respect you? You're talking about boundaries, bruh. Talk about decals in an hour, bruh. Proud owner of a bearded hubby. That's what I'm talking about. Church, baby. But that's where we're at. We're in this world where we want to ask, but we don't want to provide. It's like, please, sir, might I have a little bit more? You're like, yeah, sure. If you're a kid, if you're, what's his name, Oliver Twist, but we're not orphans anymore. None of us are these little orphan Hollywood films that I'm talking about. This is real life. And in real life, you're going to have to work at it, bro. There ain't going to be a cookie cutter husband. I think Disney's told lies to people. You're going to have to work on it. You're going to have to work on your issues, which is a tough one. Most people don't want to do. Because you're working on your issues, you have to admit that you got issues. And that's what I talked about earlier this week. That's the first step, is admitting that you got issues. And I'm admitting it with Saints Addiction. I'm like, look, dude, I'm not perfect. I have addictions, bro. I had to work really hard. And that was tough for me too. When she was like, our business. And I'm like, what do you mean our business? That's dope. He's got a weight rack in there. What do you mean our business? You didn't even fucking work on it. God, it's a cool fucking house, bro. Check out this one. That is so cool. It's so bright out. I don't want to look at that. Beware the old cemetery. This one still has a price tag on it. Y'all tripping. How cool is that? I think I'm gonna have to come here and get some candy. This is the area. Oh my God. They even have a skeleton on top of the car. Look at all these skeletons. Where am I? This is the best house on the block, bro. And you've got their fake little, oh my Lord. And look at all these little guys up here. Look at all these skeletons. Everything is skeletoned out. I'm gonna go. Anyway, it's gonna require work. And that's just my impersonation. For her, she was procrastination. It shocked me that she just expected things to happen, that all you have to do is point your finger, that all you had to do was just join my team, and all of a sudden you're instant partners on something that I've been working for 10 years. No one was around. Bitch, you weren't shirting with me in the gym. I always say that all the time. That's some Rick Ross shit. But bitch, you weren't with me shooting in the gym. You weren't with me when the struggles were alone, when all I could hold was my dream. And now she's gone, and all I still can hold is my dream. And that's what women don't get. Women don't get the risk, the risk tolerance. They just think, oh man, I gave you some pussy, so you won. It's like, it's more than that. I can get pussy. I can legally pay for pussy. But loyalty, that ain't on the rack. Try finding some respect. How am I going to respect you if you're calling me names? How am I going to respect you if you're quitting? How am I going to respect you if every time there's an issue, you fold like the human lawn chair? And that's what just happened. I'm just looking at somebody that doesn't have the determination that I do. And that's what these women, we want real men. I'll tell you what the real men are doing. They're taking their money, going overseas and making it rain. They're getting $35, 35 times their dollar. So when they get there, they're king. All of a sudden, you got these women coming out of buildings, grabbing onto my arm. Oh, strong man, sexy man. Just everybody. Like you could get the quickest blowjob you ever wanted in your life. Thailand was so open about sex tourism that now everybody knows they can go to a Southeast Asian place and go find a wife. Top wives are that. UK, Britain, UK, Australia, and Americans are all desperately looking for an Asian wife. And they were like, what the fuck's going on here? And I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, why would you want something different? Why would you? I wanted something different. I wanted a woman that was about my age. I didn't need somebody like 10 years younger than me, 15, 20 years younger than me. I didn't want to rob the cradle. I wanted to have somebody I could laugh with about pop culture. I wanted somebody that I could take on fine dining meals. I did all that with her. I took her roller skating. It was never enough for an American woman. When I got out of the shower in Thailand, the Thai girlfriend had made the bed, did the dishes, and swept the floor. I've never seen anything like that. And Western women are like, can't even make a sandwich. You're like, dude, you're getting lapped. You're getting outworked by your Chinese counterparts. This is a world. Let me go back this way so I can stay in the shade. This is a world economy. And with people that got money, the guys that you're seeking are going away from your chaos. You didn't see it that way. You weren't my peace, then you're my chaos. Peace over chaos. We're going to have to make a shirt. But, that's where it's at. So you want me to be perfect, but you ain't perfect. And that don't make no sense to me. I am the false idol. I am Mark Saint, and I'm not always the same. I'm a sinner too. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitches trying to kill vibes, bro. And dudes are doing it too. Like, how you going to show up into a girl's life if she finally got her mind right, and she finally got her career right, and she finally got her body right, but you come in and fuck all that up. We are risk intolerant. We're not tolerant about the risk that we're going to take. We'd rather put some money in crypto and watch it tank than put our love into relationships and watch that tank too. That's the expensive part. That's the expensive part, bro. The expensive part is the emotional cost, right? Like when you're risking not only your emotions, but your finances, there's a lot on the line. There's people that don't fuck around. I saw my buddy who I haven't seen in ages, my little Jewish buddy who used to run 7. He's like, are you the guy that keeps tagging me? My wife's like, who's this bearded guy that keeps tagging you? Oh, that's Marky Saint. He just does marketing. Yeah, man, I do marketing. You don't like it? Untag it. But my point is I'm sitting next to him while he's speaking Hebrew, while he's speaking the mother language, and he's being friendly with me. You know, he's talking about his investors, and I'm talking to my credit builder, Mondo, and Mondo's killing the game too. You know, getting into the dabs and having a place for me to set up a print shop. That's right. I keep fucking hustling. I'm about to set up my own print shop because I'm around people with equity and people that got investors. He's got an investor flying in talking to me. The other guy, let's make money off of weed. It wouldn't happen if I wasn't going up the rings in my life and hanging around with the likes of Michael Fuller and Jimmy Aston and all these guys I've known for years. Now they own the bar. They own S-Bar. They're about to pop off another huge party. Trust and believe me when I say 2 a.m. to sunrise on Saturday night, you better watch my live. I'm going to make sure my phone's on this time. That party was ridiculous. And I'm still talking about it. And now it's about to happen again. This is the life that I wanted to live. I had to fire my broke 5 friends, the ones that were broken, depressed, moved away, psychotic, weak. I can call them out and they're all mad, but I knew they weren't going to last because I wanted to level up. I knew I had to be the accumulation of all the people that I hung out with. Are you the accumulation? The top 5 people that you hang out with, you're going to be within $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 of their net worth. And all my friends had no money. Everybody was super broke, super depressed, and then broke in. And I'm like, no, man, I want to hang out with my business owner friend, the one with the 62-foot yacht, the one who's made $500,000 a year, has this let me get away from small penis. I'm going to get a small car with a loud noise. You got a small dick, bro. You got to start seeing yourself, you know? And that's what I was saying. I started seeing my friends and I was like, nah, man, I'm about to level up. I can level up. I can go with my friends that go to Bali and perform and DJ around the world. And all these people that I've been hanging out with, my current DJs. I want to be a DJ, started hanging out with my old DJ friends. I got to get my shit together. And you got to get your shit together. And then when we come together, we still got to work on the shit. Isn't that amazing? All this work. And everybody's just looking for a free pass. It's like, nah, man. It's going. If you want it to last, you're going to have to work on it. If you really want something, you're going to have to go after it. So you can idolize other people. You can be Justin Bieber. And then all of a sudden, Justin's face is all eye slanted and he has no control over his faculties. You want to be somebody's life and story till they get cancer and die early. Our lives are our own. We are developing it. What we put into it is what we get. It's not what you want. It's who you are. And if you are somebody that's got their head on right, somebody, a character, people are going to fuck with you. And if you start getting some friends that really know how to fuck around, then you know what time it is. You can level up. It's level up time. So maybe you don't see me as a saint. That's fine. And let me be the first one to say I am not one. That's also fine. But I'm also saying that don't come here trying to catch up on all my blessings that I earned, that I made myself. I made myself lose the weight. I made myself go to the gym. I made myself start a business. So, you know, that's something that I did. And for somebody to come around and try to take credit or jump on board without putting in the effort, that shocked me. I mean, that shocked me. And so, yeah, I'm a false idol. I'm not as perfect as I pretend to be. My soul is as crooked as my teeth, you know? Like, if we all knew that it's not just the book by its cover, right? Yeah, bro, you're going to actually have to read the book. You're going to have to pick it up. Put time in, energy, effort. That's how you read a book. So everybody out there that's judging and, oh, it's so pretty, it's got money, it's shiny, you know, you in the monkey trap. Because the real monkey lets go of the shiny object and goes finds its own object. That's right. That's right. That's that shine. So go find what you're looking for. That's your morning motivation. You got anything out of this? Like, share, subscribe, comment below. I want to know. What do you do to level up? What do you do when people are saying you are what you say that you are? Comment below. It's going to happen. Peace and love. And as always, chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever. In finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, subscribe. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your shine. Go be blessed. Put in that energy, and I'll see you on the other side. Ciao. Of course there's another car. I can't even finish the show without somebody trying to roll up. All right, I'm gonna let it go, and I'm gonna go be the best I can be. Have a blessed day. Peace.